In the land of the free and the home of the brave, where the stars and stripes dance in the wind, President Donald Trump is weaving a new narrative. Armed with tariffs and trade deals, he promises a renaissance for American manufacturing, a return to the days when steel mills and auto plants were the heart of the nation. It's a vision straight out of a Technicolor dream, with the Rust Belt gleaming like a new penny. Now let's talk tariffs. These little beauties are supposed to make America great again by boosting our own industries and cutting down on those pesky imports. It's like putting America on a diet. Less French cheese, more Wisconsin cheddar. But here's the twist. While the tariffs may indeed slim down our trade deficit, they also bulk up the cost of imports. It's like paying more for a salad than a burger. The irony is delicious. American exporters who've been enjoying a quiet renaissance of their own are now facing a challenge. Since 1994, our exports have nearly tripled, even after accounting for inflation. We're talking about over $2 trillion worth of American ingenuity shipped around the globe. Our aerospace industry alone exports nearly $100 billion each year, and our automotive sector, a cool $160 billion. But now with tariffs in play, these industries are bracing for impact. It's like preparing for a storm when the forecast calls for sunshine. The U.S. Trade Representative has hinted that new trade deal announcements are just weeks away. But in this game of global chess, every move has its consequences. Sure, a tariff on steel might save a few jobs at a specific mill. But what about the ripple effect? Higher costs for manufacturers using that steel could lead to layoffs, reduced wages, and the kind of uncertainty that keeps CEOs up at night. It's a classic case of robbing Peter to pay Paul. We've already seen the beginnings of this domino effect. Stellantis, for example, has laid off workers at 5 plants. And as uncertainty looms, up to 30% of North American auto production could hit pause. It's the new normal as the trade war simmers on the back burner, waiting for its moment to boil over. American manufacturers who export their goods are feeling the heat too. As input costs rise and other nations retaliate with their own barriers, market shares shrink. Profits take a nosedive, and with them, American jobs. It's a vicious cycle that makes one wonder if the cure is worse than the disease. And what about those new manufacturing jobs we've been promised? Well, they're not exactly the golden tickets we've been led to believe. Good-paying jobs depend on productivity, and higher tariffs have a funny way of lowering that. By shielding inefficient businesses from competition, we end up with a workforce that produces less. It's like trying to win a marathon with ankle weights. Thanks to free trade, our economy has diversified, moving away from lower-paying, physically demanding jobs to safer, more lucrative opportunities. Worker productivity has doubled over the past 40 years, benefiting not just investors and managers, but also the workers themselves. It's an abundance of affordable, available, and diverse goods that we all get to enjoy. Our so-called trade deficit has been a boon, not a bane. The dollars we spend on imports often return to us as foreign direct investment, fueling American businesses to the tune of $330 billion last year, a 500% increase over the past 3 decades. If President Trump succeeds in eliminating this deficit, those new jobs could wither as foreign investment dries up. It's a bit like pulling the plug on the bathtub while you're still enjoying the soak. Tariffs distort the economy, shifting jobs and resources to industries where we lack a comparative advantage. It's like trying to grow oranges in Alaska. As government policies funnel resources to less efficient businesses, more people are forced into less desirable jobs, leading to lower pay and reduced consumption for middle-class families. The promise of prosperity is replaced by the reality of stagnation. Contrast this with a competitive environment where employees can produce more without working more. Businesses, workers, and consumers all reap the benefits. Higher prices on imports won't magically transform American manufacturers into paragons of efficiency and innovation. Quite the contrary, they might just become complacent with less incentive to improve and cut costs. The key to a thriving manufacturing sector lies in lower regulations, lower taxes, and more freedom to trade. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, TCJA, brought many jobs back to the USA by making us more competitive. This partial embrace of free market principles has created a golden age over the past 40 years. Millions who once toiled in lower-paying factory jobs now thrive in higher-paying service industries. In fact, we're now exporting more services than we import, contributing to an annual income boost of $26,000 for the typical American family compared to a generation ago. A record percentage of young adults are participating in this robust economy. It's a testament to the power of competition and innovation. Tariffs, on the other hand, are roadblocks to prosperity. Remember the Smoot-Hawley Tariff of 1930? Intended to protect American industry, it instead prolonged the Great Depression by choking global trade. The layoffs, price hikes, and financial turmoil it caused serve as a cautionary tale. Will history repeat itself, or will President Trump pivot before the damage is done? If the promised manufacturing jobs do materialize, they'll likely come at the expense of jobs elsewhere and be far fewer in number than hoped. We'll produce less, consume less, and earn less. A fool's gold in an era of abundance. But enough about my thoughts. What do you think? Will tariffs lead to the manufacturing resurgence we've been promised? Or are they merely a gilded cage for the American economy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this satirical take on the news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Your support keeps the conversation going. So, dear viewers, as we navigate these turbulent times, let's keep our eyes open and our wits sharp. After all, in the world of political theater, there's rarely a dull moment. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.